Do I get my team moving in the same direction consistently and effectively? That's easily the most frequently asked question I've heard from CEOs, founders, and leaders, if not one of them. And if you've been a leader for any amount of time, you've asked the same question, I'm sure. Maybe your team or your people have been busy doing a bunch of stuff and meetings are happening. You're putting out a bunch of fires, but something seems off. There's a gap. Maybe we're misaligned in our goals, or we're slipping in our accountability, or our people seem to be pulling apart in separate directions and silos are forming. What am I going to do? I want to fire everyone. Totally normal. But before you do that, my name is Al Abdullah. I help CEOs like you to identify the kinds of questions where we can pinpoint where we might be out of sync, misaligned, so that we can row in the same direction. Ultimately, to create what our founder, Pat Lencioni, likes to call the ultimate competitive advantage. And so, shout out, Pat. I want to give you 5 essential and simple questions that you can ask regularly and consistently to radically increase your team's cohesion and performance immediately. So, question number 1. What's one or more conversation? You ready for this? This is going to affect you. What's one or more conversation that I'm avoiding that's limiting trust? What's a difficult conversation that you are avoiding right now? This is a question to ask your team, but it starts with you. There might be one that you're currently thinking of. There it is. Having difficult conversations is essential to be a responsibility-based leader. And let's face it, who likes to have difficult conversations? And if you do like having difficult conversations, people probably don't really like you. So when we create a safe space to bring up these tensions with our team, even though it's uncomfortable, and you show your team that, hey, honesty is valued here and small issues are not going to fester into larger ones, we create a culture of safety that's healthy, and we're building trust. We're creating a feedback-rich environment, which really is the super highway to transformation. So if you want to build a cohesive team, we start with this question. What's one or more conversation that I'm avoiding right now that's limiting trust? Question 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, team, how well are we using our clarity to make better decisions faster? When I talk about clarity, I'm talking about 6 critical questions that your team must align around for focus. That's questions that have to do with your mission and your values and your business definition and your success filters and what's most important right now, your thematic goal and roles and responsibilities. Are we rehearsing those regularly, weekly, and are we using those filters to make decisions in our meetings? You'll find out quickly if your team is A, aligned around your clarity, and B, how well they are rehearsed in using that clarity with their next level teams to make decisions. So that's question number 2. Question number 3. This is around meetings. What's working and what's not working in our meetings? When you ask that question of your team, maybe you set up a flip chart and let them write out their answers. A T chart, what's working, what's not working. You'll quickly identify where you're wasting significant time, energy, and resources. If you've never read Pat Lencioni's book, Death by Meeting, you've probably lived it, because most meetings truly suck. And we view meetings at the Table Group as your game day. And so if your meetings are going to truly generate incredible momentum to help you achieve what you want to faster, we need to get real feedback loops around where are we wasting time, energy, and resource in our meetings. Question 4. This is for your direct reports. What are you focused on right now that's not aligned with what's most important right now to us as a team? What you'll find is a couple of things. One, you'll quickly find, does each member of your team know what's most important right now as a team and as an organization? Are we all aligned around that and moving around that as a thematic goal or rallying cry? And second, you also quickly find out how well or how much time is being spent on distractions. Are there projects and priorities that we just need to sunset? And then the last question that CEOs need to be asking regularly is, hey, how can I support you in your growth and success? Because look, managing direct reports well is a key hallmark to a responsibility-based leader. And the more consistently you ask the question, how can I remove roadblocks from your success and growth? Not only will that team member, employee feel empowered by you, you'll begin to see consistent performance by that person as well. So if you ask these questions consistently and regularly, you will see quality increase in your performance and cohesion, and I want to hear about it.